Japanese Easy Study channel. Today we are going to learn about the grammar in Japanese language. Japanese language proficiency test. Or we say in Japanese, 日本語能力試験19. The grammar that we are going to learn about today will talk about the grammar of koto kara. For the last video clip, we learned about the grammar of koto, nani nani koto, something like this. And today, we are going to continue from that video clip. That means it's the last video clip that I upload. If you follow my channel, you will understand well. For the new follower, you can search in my YouTube channel. It has about the grammar of koto, nani nani koto. But today we are going to learn about the grammar koto kara. The grammar of koto kara means that from the fact that something. From the fact that something. And when you use the grammar of koto kara in Japanese, you can use the grammar of koto kara with the verb, noun, and adjective. But in the verb form, you should change the verb to be the casual form. And for the noun, you should change the noun to be de are or data. Data is mean past tense form. De are is mean the presentation form. And for the noun adjective is just like the same as noun. When you use the noun adjective with koto kara, you should change to be de are or data. That means you use noun adjective and followed by de are or data and followed by koto kara. And for the adjective, you don't need to be change anything. You just use in that form and followed by koto kara. And when you use the verb, noun, and adjective with the koto kara, it has this meaning that from the fact that something. So to make more understand about how to use the grammar of koto kara, the next let's go to see some sample. The first sample. 教室で席が隣だったことから友人になった。教室で席が隣だったことから友人になった。Which means we became good friends from the fact that our seats were right next to each other in the classroom. We became good friends from the fact that our seats were right next to each other in the classroom. In this sentence, we'll focus that how to use koto kara. You see that they use the noun, right? In this sentence, our noun in here is mean tonally. Tonally is mean is around you, right? Tonally is mean just around you. So tonally data, it means word or words, it was about around you. Koto kara, right? So here is the past tense form. Tonali data koto kara, right? That means the first before the koto kara is mean the reason, and after the koto kara is mean the result. Which means in this sentence that because why they were good friends, because their seats is near to each other and they sit near to each other and they can talk to each other, and then at the last they can make friends, right? So the first Before the kotokara is mean the reason why, and after kotokara is mean the result. The result is good friends. Why is good friend? Because they have a seat near each other. Let's go to see the next example. 道路が濡れていることから雨が降ったということがわかる。道路が濡れていることから雨が降ったということがわかる。Which means considering the ground is wet, I know that it must have rain. Considering the ground is wet, I know that it must have rain. For in this sentence, we'll focus that what they use with kotokara. In this sentence, they use the verb nurete iru, which means is verb, and nurete iru kotokara, right? So here is just the same that the last moment I already explained that the before kotokara is the reason, and after kotokara is mean the result. So you notice that the dolo ga nurete kara, which means that the ground of the road, right? Ground of the road is wet. So the result, or you can consider that it must have rain. Something like this. The next example. 日本語能力試験の演算に合格していないことから彼は日本に行くことができない。日本語能力試験の3級に合格していないことから彼は日本に行くことができない。Which means from the fact that he hasn't passed the JLPT N3, he is not able to go to Japan. From the fact that he hasn't passed the JLPT N3, he is not able to go to Japan. And for this sentence, you will see that they use with the kotokara, they use the verb, right? 合格していない which means the negative of the verb. Negative sentence, right? 合格していないことから and because he didn't pass the JLPT N3, so the result, he cannot go to Japan, right? This can be come true when you use with when you apply for scholarship or something like this. You can use the reason like this. But if you have money, you can go to travel in Japan by yourself, by your family, right? So it's not involved about you have JLPT N3 or not, right? But when you apply for the scholarship for some organization or for the government of Japan, right? So they have the condition for you. If you pass, they will pay the ticket for you and pay anything that costs money. The next, 毛の色が白いことから白という名前が付けられる犬や猫は多い。毛の色が白いことから白という名前が付けられる犬や猫は多い。This means many dogs are named Shiro. Why? From the fact that their fur color is white. Many dogs are named Shiro. Why? from the fact that the full color is white. In this sentence, you see that what they use with the koto color. Instead, they use the EHT, right? Shiro, shiroi. Shiroi is mean the color white, the white color, right? Shiroi. So when you use the EHT with the koto color, nothing change. You can use in that form. So, K no iro ga shiroi koto kara shiro toいう名前が付けられる犬や猫は多い。Right. That means when you have they set the name for the pet such as dog and cat depend to the reason of the full color, right? Full color. Sometimes red, sometimes brown, right? Sometimes white. So you can in Japanese you can name the name for your pet like this. And the next we are going to learn about the grammar of koto ni natte iru. The grammar of koto ni natte iru is mean to be expected to, or be scheduled to, or it has been designed as a rule that, something like this. Be expected to, be scheduled, or it has been designed as a rule that, something like this. And in Japanese, when you use the grammar of koto ni natte, you can use with the verb in dictionary form and the verb in noun form or the negative presentation form. And you can use with the noun. But when you use with the noun, you should follow, after noun, you should follow by toyu, right? Toyu koto ni natte imasu. So something like this. So what you have to remember about this, you just remember that you can use with the verb in dictionary form and noun form. And the last one is noun. But when you use the noun, should follow by toyu koto ni natte imasu. And when you use koto ni natteru, you can use koto ni natteru or koto ni natte imasu. It just had the same meaning. So don't be confused when you see like this in Japanese. Koto ni natteiru or koto ni natte imasu had the same meaning. So the next, let's go to see some sample of how to use the grammar of koto ni natteru. The first sample. 日本で車は左側を走ることになっている。日本では車は左側を走ることになっている。Which means, in Japan, cars drive on the left side of the road. In Japan, cars drive on the left side of the road. You see that in this sentence they use koto ni natteru with the verb, right? In dictionary form, hashiru, right? Hashiru is mean drive, it mean run, right? Or you drive your car, right? Hashiru is mean run away, something like this. And hashiru is mean the dictionary form. You change it with the muscle hashirimasu. Hashiru. Hashiru koto ni natteru. That means it's the rule in Japan, so you can use like this. Hashiru koto ni natteru, right? It's the rule. It's the rule in Japan that, and it's the truth that in Japan that when they drive the car, they drive in the left side of the road, not the right side. And the next, 60点以上が合格ということになっている。60点以上が合格ということになっている。Which means it has been decided that over 60 points is a passing score. It has been decided that over 30 points is a passing score. So you will see that in this sentence they use gogaku as the noun, right? Gogaku is mean passing. For example, pass the examination, something like this, right? So when you use the noun with koto ni natte it means you should follow by toyu, right? So in this sentence they say gogaku toyu koto ni natte iru. 60点以上が合格ということになっている。This means that if you got 60 point over, so you can pass the examination. So when they use ことになっている when you use the ことになっている it means that you talk about the rule of some organization or of the country, right? For example, the first sentence in Japan, right? Car drive on the left side of the road. This is the law. It's the law of Japan, right? In Japan, if you drive car in Japan, you must drive on the you must drive your car on the left side of the road. So something to be rule or to be law of the country of some organization, you can use hashiru koto ni natteru. And for the second sentence, we see that 60点以上が合格ということになっている。Which means if you got 60 points over, so you can pass the examination. That means that is the rule of some organization, some school, right? So you can use koto ni natteru. So you should remember that when you use koto ni natteru or natteimasu, that means you're talking about some rule. Okay? So let's see the next example. 休むときは学校に連絡しなければならないことになっています。学校と休むときは学校に連絡しなければならないことになっています。Which means you must contact your school when you take a day off. You must contact your school when you take a day off. In this sentence, they use the verb, right? In night form, right? しなければならない is mean the night form. And our verb in here is mean 連絡する、right? 連絡しなければならないことになっています。It means this is the rule of the school. So when you take the off, you should contact to your teacher, to your school, or the organization that involved about you, and tell them about that you will take the off. The next, この会社では毎朝仕事の前にラジオ体操をすることになっている。この会社では毎朝仕事の前にラジオ体操をすることになっている。At this company, it is to be expected that there will be radio taisou, morning stretching early morning before work. At this company, it is to be expected that there will be radio taisou, morning stretching every morning before work. This means that every morning this company they will do morning stretching, right? Every morning. So if you do something always do something, that means that to be your performance, right? That's to be your operation. If you are the company, that means your rule, right? That means your rule of some organization. In here, our rule is the rule for this is mean that you have to stretching every morning for this company. So something like this you can use to be koto ni nakteru. That means it's a rule that you have to follow. The next we are going to learn about the grammar of koto wa nai. The grammar of koto wa nai is mean there is no need to. Something never happens. There is no possibility that something. There is no need to. Something never happens, or there is no possibility that something. And in Japanese, when you use the grammar of koto wa nai, that means you should use with the verb in dictionary form only. You cannot use with the noun or adjective, including non-adjective or adjective. So remember that when you use koto wa nai, you can use with only the verb in dictionary form, and it has the meaning that there is no need to something, or there is no possibility that something, right? So to make more understand, let's go to see some sample together. The first sentence, Ayamaru koto wa nai yo. Ayamaru koto wa nai yo, which means there is no need for you to apologize. There is no need for you to apologize. The second sentence, Nani mo kowagaru koto wa nai. Nani mo kowagaru koto wa nai. It means you have nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear. You see that for the both of this sentence, they use the verb in dictionary form. Ayamaru is the verb, but it is a dictionary form. And for the second sentence, you see that they use with the verb of kowagaru. Kowagaru is the dictionary form too, so you can use it koto wa nai. And the next, 時間は十分あるから急ぐことはない。時間は十分あるから急ぐことはない。Which means there is plenty of time, so there is no need to rush. There is plenty of time, so there is no need to rush. The next example. 自分を責めることはない。自分を責めることはない。It means there is no need to be blame yourself. There is no need to blame yourself. For the first sentence, you see that you use the verb isogu, right? Isogimasu is mean hurry up. But they use the dictionary form isogu koto wa nai, that you don't need to be run or rush. And for the second sentence, they use with the verb semeru. Right? Semeru is the dictionary form of sememasu. So seimeru koto wa nai. Jibun o seimeru koto wa nai is mean there's no need to blame yourself, right? Sometimes you do something wrong, you don't need to be blame yourself because it's not you only, but another body also did many wrong things in the past. So something you have to avoid yourself. Sometimes you have to say thank you to yourself, right? Sometimes you have to blame yourself, but sometimes you no need. So I hope that you understand about how to use the grammar of koto wa nai. Don't forget that you can use with only the verb in dictionary form when you use the koto wa nai. So thank you very much for watching my video clip, and please help me subscribe my channel if you haven't. And I hope to see you about learning Japanese in the next video clip. ありがとうございました。